Hello, can you hear me? Hello. Okay, thank you, Rishikesh. Okay, we'll start within next 2 minutes. People are joining. Friends, please don't put your number. I have not asked for that. Pranav and all these Kale. Let me start first and then you can put roll number when I will ask. Okay, friends. Can you hear me clearly? Can somebody tell me once again? Okay, thank you. So today we are going to discuss a very important bit related to export, and another one is export potential of our country and procedure, how to export the product to other country, and what are the procedures involved in that we have to discuss. And one more point related to technology business incubation center. What is that we have to discuss. So in between people are putting roll number. So I request don't put roll number until I ask you people. Okay. So I think we started our discussion in last month, beginning of last month on support systems and various agencies. And we have discussed various agencies in India, those who are supporting to entrepreneur. And only one supporting system is remained to discuss, that is EPC. So we have discussed EDC, we have discussed NIE, SBUD, then we discussed EDII, then we discussed MCED, then we discussed DIC, SI. So like that, various support systems and agencies we have discussed, those who are helping to potential entrepreneur and existing entrepreneur. So only one system agency is remained, that is the EPC. So it is an Export Potential Council. So this obviously from name you can understand this agency or this support system is helping for exporting your goods to other countries. Right? So this is the one of the important council who is helping to potential entrepreneur for sending their goods to other country. For that purpose, they are providing Kedar. I told that don't put the number. I have not asked to you people for putting the number in chat box. When I will ask, that time you have to put. I think you understand what I am telling to you. So they are helping for guidance and assistance to exporter. Their core function of this particular support system is to giving guidance and assistance to exporter. So guidance may be related that which product should be exported, what are the norms to send that particular product to other countries, right? How to book the shipping space on ship, some space is required, how to book that, right? So such kind of various support and guidance assistance they are giving to exporter, and this is a basic function you can say of this particular organization. So they have specified roles, specific roles. Let us discuss that, and then we'll discuss how many such a kind of councils are there in India. That also we'll discuss. Let us discuss first what are the roles of EPC. So first role is that promoting government schemes. Which schemes? Definitely related to exporting product to other country. So at the beginning, I want to ask one question: why we should export product to other countries? You can put your answer in chat box. Like, what is the reason? And or you can say like, what are the benefits if you export product to other countries? And a recent example of onion export is well known to every farmer student, right? Or every those who are watching news channels, right? Pranay is telling something foreign currency. Okay, foreign currency is reducing or increasing? Increasing GDP of India. Okay, very good. To improve GDP of your economy. Okay, definitely Pranay, increase. Foreign currency is increasing. And definitely if we increase foreign currency, our value of rupees will get increased. That is the economic rule, right? So that's why we should export, and for that government is promoting various schemes like concession in tax, right? Or you can say another benefit, like if you send product to other countries, definitely you will get more returns compared to local market, राईट. आपल्या कांद्याला भाव इथला जो असतो तो नक्कीच बाहेरच्या देशामध्ये तो जास्त मिळतो, राईट.
So this is the thing. So that for that purpose, to increase GDP of our country, to get foreign currency, we should export, and for that purpose, government is promoting various schemes. And to make aware about such a schemes is the function of EPC. Somebody should do this role, right? Government is doing various policies for exporter, but who should make aware about that particular facility? Definitely this EPC is the organization who is supporting. So this is a one of the role of EPC, promoting government schemes. Let it be various schemes, time to time government is changing that scheme is uh, required to pass to our exporters. Then another function of EPC is collect and restoring the data. Which kind of data? Related to export. For which product there is a huge demand in a other country. For which product there is a huge demand in other country. Such kind of data collection is the role of EPC. Suppose somebody will say in Brazil, for farm related product demand is not there, but kind of urea is required for farm. So this is a demand in that particular country. So how exporter will come to know that? With the help of such a EPC organization. Getting? So collecting such data, or another country who is required chemical products. So and so countries require chemical products in that country. So who will make aware about that particular data or particular requirement? Definitely EPC has to do. And if any hurdle is there to exporters, solving that hurdle is also role of EPC. Then another role of EPC is that sending trade delegates. Where? Outside the country. Sending delegates म्हणजे प्रतिनिधी वगैरे म्हणतो, from our country, sending various delegates or study teams to other countries and getting their data, like so and so product demand is there in so and so country. So like that, collecting data, sending delegates to other country, then sending various study teams and getting the data, right? So this is a function of or role of EPC. And many more roles, like whatever policy level data information is there, data is there, passing to exporter is a role of EPC. Getting? So this is the organization in short. I will tell, like this organization is helping you people to send your product outside the country, that is exporting your product to other countries. Getting? So these are the roles. Now in India there are so many export councils, so many, for various product, separate council is there. Export council is separate for various product. Around 21 promotion councils are there in India. Let us take example of, first example, engineering export promotion goal council. Engineering product export promotion council. Engineering export promotion council is the first name of that particular promotion council. Now which kind of engineering goods? Maybe physical products, automobile related product, right? So such a products, if somebody want to send to other country, there is a separate council for that. Then project export promotion council, various projects, like you can say big solar plant, big electricity plant, such a kind of plant also you can establish in other countries, or you can send some of the accessories related to that to other countries, right? So this is another council. Then next one is that pharmaceutical export promotion council. Medicine related, sending medicine to other countries, there is a separate council. Then basic chemical, pharmaceuticals and cosmetics related export council is there. Then another one is that chemical and allied products export promotion council. Then another one is council for leather exports. In India, from many zone, that particular uh, sending. I request student not to put a roll number. I don't know why you are putting roll number in chat box. I have not asked you to put roll number in chat box. Wait for few minutes. we were discussing council of leather export म्हणजे कातड किंवा इव्हन products of leather, various purse, bags, right, pockets, sending to other country, there is a separate council. Then sport goods, खेळाचे जे काही साहित्य आहे त्याची वेगळी काउन्सिल आहे. जेम्स अँड ज्वेलरीज लाईक दिस दागिने आपण म्हणतो किंवा जे काही रत्न वगैरे म्हणतो किंवा हिरे, सो फॉर दॅट सेपरेट काउन्सिल इज देअर. शेलॅक एक्सपोर्ट प्रमोशन काउन्सिल. शेलॅक म्हणजे आपण काय म्हणतो, शेलॅकला काय मराठीमध्ये वर्ड, लाख वगैरे म्हणतो ना आपण, पॅकिंगसाठी किंवा सिलिंगसाठी लागणारी लाख असते. सो किंवा आपल्या लाखेच्या बांगड्या पण असतात नाही का, पंढरपूरमध्ये खूप फेमस आहेत. सो एक्सपोर्टिंग दॅट शेलॅक आउटसाइड द कंट्रीज. देन कॅश्यू एक्सपोर्ट प्रमोशन काउन्सिल, काजू वगैरे नाही का. देन प्लास्टिक प्रमोशन काउन्सिल. देन अपॅरल एक्सपोर्ट प्रमोशन काउन्सिल. Export promotion council for EOUs, and definitely for all these councils there is a separate website, right? So under the commerce government, that separate website is there, and under that another sub websites also there for each and every export council. Then another export council is there carpet, जे काय आपण गालीचे वगैरे म्हणतो, चटई गालीचे एक्सपोर्ट काउन्सिल ते वेगळी. कॉटन आपल्या कापसाचे प्रोडक्ट असणारी वेगळी काउन्सिल आहे. देन हँडीक्राफ्ट काउन्सिल इज सेपरेट. हँडलूम एक्सपोर्ट प्रमोशन काउन्सिल इज सेपरेट. देन इंडियन सिल्क, जे काय आपण काय म्हणू शकतो त्याला, सिल्कला रेशीम वगैरे, रेशीम रिलेटेड प्रोडक्ट. देन आर्टिफिशियल टेक्सटाईल रिलेटेड प्रोडक्ट्स. देन वूल अँड वूलन एक्सपोर्ट प्रोडक्ट्स, powerloom export council. So like that around 21 various councils are there in India. 21 councils are there in India. Okay, so let us see website demonstration also. I will show website also. Okay, this is a website, Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Department of Commerce. So you can see in that export councils are there, export promotion councils are there. So first export promotion council, you can say, I will show demo. I will not show demo of all the products, but let us see council of leather exports, which I have discussed few minutes back, like council for leather exports. So I will open that website. Okay, so council for leather export, Charma Niryat Parishad. So this is in Hindi. Okay, so I will show some of the aspects of this website. Okay, so if you visit all the website under this particular website, again sub websites are there. I hope it is visible to you people. Okay, so here I want to focus on this products. So you can see these are the products allowed. Leather industry related various products are there, so that you can export. And related to all membership, you should take membership. Suppose you are exporting such a products to other countries. That purse example is there. Now you can see in screen. Purse is there, shoes are there, then jackets you can see on screen. Automatically it is sliding. Just see how many product. Then जे काही घोड्यावरचं नाल म्हणतो आपण नाही का, वरती पाठीवर असतो तो. त्यानंतर तयार झालेली कातडी, जी काय बॅग वगैरे बनवण्यासाठीचे, पर्स, पॉकेट्स, डायरीज, right? So shoes, like that product you can export to other countries. And remember there is already policy that which product you should export to other country. It is already decided under that particular promotion council. That product only you can export to other country. If you add certain product, your own product, then it is not allowed, because that or this government is already decided this product should be exported. Getting? So you have to understand this. Another example I will give. Let us see. कॅश्यू एक्सपोर्ट प्रमोशन काउन्सिल, जे काय काजू वगैरे म्हणतो ना आपण, काजू इंडियामध्ये पिकतात. So you can see that also. So in that also you can see various products. Just see, automatically it is, even raw cashew also you can send. On screen you can see various raw products of cashew also you can, or finalized product, final processed cashew also you can send. You can see that product window is here, it is showing raw cashew nuts you can send. So like that, all products are included here that you can export, right? So in future, whenever you decide, please visit all these websites. Even Plastic Export Promotion Council is also there. Plastic. Okay, so Plastic Export Promotion Council, Government of India. So you can see remaining part you can read later on. So I guess here they have shown various products like various equipments, raw material they have included, but specific product they have not marked here. So you can see for this export council, around 2500 members are there. Suppose you are sending plastic related products or plastic material outside, then you have to take membership from this Plastic Export Promotion Council. So till today there are 2500 people are there who are exporting product to other country, right? So you also can take membership, and very simple registration process is there. We'll see later on. Okay, so let us proceed to another bit. So have you understood this promotion council, export promotion council, or anybody want to ask anything related to that? Otherwise we'll move further. So friends, you are so fortunate, like already all data government has published legal norms and everything is there on your tip. Just please go through such a websites and export your product. Remember friends, we are just selling product here only, and that's why we are not getting good amount of returns on product. If you send to other countries, definitely you will, and always thinking, right, best, but in local market you will get very less returns. Which country you should send? In Brazil you should not send like farm related product, right? Already they have other like urea is another requirement of Brazil, right? Everybody is knowing. So every country is having their different need. So you have to see which country is having which kind of demand, and later on sending particular product to that particular country. Getting? And for that purpose you should be a member of that particular council. Getting? Online registration is also there. We'll discuss in coming a bit like how to register for various councils. Okay, I hope you understood this. Then we'll discuss very small bit for 4 mark. 4 mark. We have seen almost more than 11 support systems for entrepreneur till today, and which we have discussed. It was last promotion council. Then very important bit, 4 mark note, many time asked in examination, technology business incubation center. technology business incubation center. What is that? That concept we have to discuss. So friends, is an organization designed to help startup. I think you are knowing Mitcon, right? Yeah, well known, and I hope at least you have heard once in your previous life. Like, what is the Mitcon, right? Mitcon is one of the technology business incubation center who helps to start a business. And which kind of help they are providing? They are providing necessary office facility under one roof over a 33,000 square foot. Actually, they are organization who is providing conductive environment, like they are providing you low cost workplace. They are providing mentorship, they are guiding you, they are providing various experts of your field. Even they give your organization, and they interested in investing in your organization by looking at your um, organization. Then some of the these centers also providing the working capital in the form of loan. They are providing working capital in the form of loan. Later on you have to pay back that. In short, I want to tell, incubator is like joining a college, engineering college, and you are taking education in engineering college, and you are learning mechanical related field, technology, right? Or mechanical technical field, technical knowledge you are learning. So like in incubator center also you are learning, you need to take admission there, and all facilities of business they will give to you, and you have to learn there. All facilities will be provided by that particular incubator, perform there. Getting? So why this should be done? Generally for technology based startups, especially software industries, such industries there are very big chance to success, because in short space you will get all workplace, even investors also you will get. And if you get all these things at one place, right, then definitely there are chance of success. I request you people to visit the Mitcon today. MIT CON is the spelling, Mitcon. It's a very famous technology business incubation center in Maharashtra. So in India, there are so many technology business incubation centers. They are providing money, facility, guidance, chance of success is um, definitely more in this case. What are the benefits of TBI? First benefit is there, they are providing free or low cost workplace. फ्री और लो कॉस्ट वर्कप्लेस. मग तुम्ही म्हणाल की ह्या लोकांना हे काय समाजसेवा करतात काय, यांना कुठून पैसे येतात? ऍक्च्युली various funding agencies are giving funding to such a kind of incubation centers, and they are helping to you. They are getting funding from government agencies, and just they are helping to you people to become entrepreneur and increase your chance of success. They are providing office services, office lagnara office, internet facility, providing meeting hall, conference hall. If you need some storage related space, they are providing that also. They are providing training room, right? So like that supports they are providing to you. Then they are providing investors, and investor believe on you, because you are establishing your organization under the expert guidance, right? Then investor will believe on you, they will keep trust on you, and they will feel like, yes, this person, there is a chance of success. Getting? So this is the one thing. I request student not to put roll number. I don't understand why students are putting roll number and disturbing me. I don't understand. Don't put roll number in between. and definitely I will not consider that roll number. Whenever I will say give 1 minute, and in that 1 minute only you will I will consider that attendance, those who will put roll numbers there. Remaining, forget it. Then what they provide along with that, they provide technical assistant, they provide IP management, intellectual property management. Intellectual property means patent related, copyright related, such kind of help they will provide. Actually, potential entrepreneur may not be knowing all details of that. Like suppose you have certain product, how to make it a patent, how to make its patent, how to make copyright, right? So this is very difficult to potential entrepreneur, and for this they are helping to you. They are providing various laboratories also, right? So suppose you need mathematics related laboratory, right? It is very innovative concept that a mathematics laboratory could understand. But in your business or while designing your product, while analyzing, you need mathematics laboratory also. So they will provide that also. Then janitorial services म्हणजे काय, जॅनिटरियल सर्व्हिस म्हणजे जे काय तुम्हाला सिक्युरिटी किंवा चौकीदार म्हणतो मराठीमध्ये त्याचा अर्थ. सो दॅट काइंड ऑफ फॅसिलिटी दे आर प्रोव्हाइडिंग. सिक्युरिटी रिलेटेड, वॉचमन रिलेटेड फॅसिलिटी दे आर प्रोव्हाइडिंग. So friends, this is, and definitely you have to give interview for taking admission there, and you have to admit there, and you have to become successful entrepreneur within less time. So this concept is of technology business incubation center. Basically for mass production, big product size production, such kind of organizations are not suitable. But for small technology related or technology product based product if you are having, then definitely such kind of centers are definitely helpful to you people. Okay, now coming to next bit, I hope you understood this small bit. Joining, if you visit Midcon website or Midcon organization, definitely you will understand again whatever I have told, it is same there. Let us discuss remaining part today, export potential of SME and export procedure. It is very important. This export procedure part is very important. I have told like EPC, Export Potential Council is there. Yes, this is one organization which will help you, but along with that, you have to follow certain procedure to export your product, right? So try to understand this. First, we'll discuss about the export potential of SME. SME means small and medium scale enterprises. First product is builders, is a builders hardware. So for construction related, you need various products. Construction related, maybe cement mixer is there, right? So crane is required, material lifter is required. So many things are required. Even compressor, vibrator, very huge amount of equipments are required nowadays for advanced construction. So whatever builder hardware is there, you can export to other country. You can produce such a accessories, you can produce such a products in India, and you can send to other country. So it is allowed, right? So please remember the list, because you can choose one of the product from that, and you can export to other countries. Then garden tools and accessories. Garden tools and accessories. So for gardening also you need grass cutters, right? So जे काही गार्डनिंग साठी लागणारे इक्विपमेंट्स आहेत, accessories आहेत, so that you can export to other countries. All kind of handicrafts also you can export to other countries. हाताने बनवलेले जे काही वस्तू आहेत, handicrafts म्हणतो आपण. So all handicrafts you can send to other countries. Then electrical products and accessories. Electrical product means your electric switches, right? So electrical fuses. So electrical related whatever products are there, all products you can send to other countries. Then sport goods. Sport goods म्हणजे काय? Even bat, ball, volleyball, football, बॅडमिंटन, जे काय नाही का, टेनिस बॉल्स, टेनिस रॅकेट, टेनिस नेट, व्हॉलीबॉल नेट, football net. So huge amount of sport goods are required, and it is required in other countries, and that all products you can export to other countries. Sport like खेळाचे, even shoes also, it comes under the sport goods. Obviously sport shoes, that also you can export to other countries. Then sanitary fittings, so it may include like basin taps, piping related to sanitary, all these products you can export to other countries. Then textile products, all textile products you can send to other countries. Leather products, either you can send leather, or you can send you can say finished products of leather products you can send to other countries. Automobile components also, obviously small components, you can send to other countries. Then light engineering goods also you can send to other countries, and castings, forgings, right? So Bharat Forge, actually you are knowing, like from Kolhapur, huge amount of casting is going to other countries, and forging, Bharat Forge, they are sending various crankshafts, crank rod, all mechanical component, forging related components they are sending to other countries. So friends, these many components you can send to other countries, and in that also sub components are there. Automobile, almost all they have mentioned auto components, so it includes all these things related to even for nut bolt, washers, chassis, if required, bodies of that particular car, and all this. So almost whatever product you are producing, that you can send to other countries, but we are limited here only, and within this amount we are working. So remember friend, who will develop the country? Those who will send product to other countries. हा, इथं आपल्याला आत्मनिर्भर तर आहे, व्हायचंच आपल्याला, आपले प्रोडक्ट आपल्यासाठी सगळ्यांना बनवायचेच आहेत, पण एवढ्यात भागणार नाहीये. आपल्याला लागणारे प्रोडक्ट इथं बनवायचेच आहेत, इथंच वापरायचे आहेत, बरोबर, पण एक्स्ट्रा प्रोडक्ट बनवून दुसऱ्या कंट्रीला सुद्धा पाठवायचे आहेत, सो दॅट विल गेट foreign currency and our economy will grow. Getting? So now another part is export procedure. Export procedure is very important aspect. Let us discuss that. Just a minute. Okay, so export procedure, actually export procedure includes various commercial procedures, regulatory procedures, various documentation procedure करायलाच पाहिजे. So let us discuss one by one. You can say first step is registration of exporter. Registration of exporter. So here exporter should register on www.dgft.gov.in. www.dgft.gov.in. So this is a website where if you apply on that particular website, then you will get 10-digit IEC number. IEC number. So 10-digit, obviously, like PAN card, mobile number, Aadhaar card. So that digit size is 10-digit. And what is the name of that particular number? IEC number. IEC number. Import export code number. Right? So let us see a demonstration of that website, www.dgft. So DGFT stands for Directorate of General of Foreign Trade. Once again I will tell, Directorate of General of Foreign Trade is the name of that DGFT. So let us see that website, www.dgft. Here you can see Government of India, Ministry of Commerce and Industry. Under that that you can say a website is there, Directorate of General of Foreign Trade. तुम्हाला त्याचा लॉंग मराठी हिंदी मध्ये लिहिले विदेश व्यापार महानिर्देशनालय. So here if you want to apply for IEC, okay, and just you have to pay 250 rupees for getting the, like a PAN card you are paying 100 rupees, right, for PAN card. So for like that you have to pay 250 rupees for getting IEC number. So how to apply? Just you can click here, apply for IEC. So if you click here, then you will get one page which shows register. Okay, so here you can say register as importer or exporter. So if you get that IEC number, either you can import our product in country or you can export product from our country also. So that number IEC code will help for exporting your product to other country and importing also. It is kind of license. Remember this, if you have that number, definitely you can export your product to other countries. Then you can put your first name, last name, email ID, mobile number, pin code, district, state, city, and you can send OTP. If you click here, then you will get one OTP, and if you put that email OTP and your mobile OTP, then you can register for that. Already I have registered myself here, so just I will click on login. So username is nothing but your email ID. Okay, so you can put your email ID. If you put email ID, then you need to put password. Okay, then you have to put this captcha here, PGP7R. This is a captcha, and then you can say login. Then you will get inside, right? So you can say here dashboard is there, right? So here near to that dashboard, you can click here, apply for IEC. Obviously, but many people are taking help of CA for that particular IEC number, and nothing wrong in that, right? So they will charge something 200-300 rupees, and that amount is something 250. So within 1000 or 2000, they will give all this number. So even you also can apply here. So if you click here, then here one option is there, start fresh application. If you click here, then it will ask like put your all details. Actually here when you can apply for DGFT, that IEC code, when you have your own organization of export, you should have that organization, you should have GST number, you should have that company CIN number. If your organization is having CIN number, right, that number you should put here, your organization's PAN number, your personal PAN number, date of birth of that person or organization, right? So all detail and your document, PAN card, Aadhaar card, you should put here, and then you can save and next, and all details if you fill, then you will get that particular number, and then you are eligible to take membership of various export promotion council. Getting? And then you can export product to other countries, either your own product, or you can collect a product from other your friends or other producers in our country. It is not necessary like if you are exporting your product to other country, then you should produce. Like pomegranate, many people are exporting to other country. They are not producer of that particular pomegranate, just they are collecting from farmers and they are exporting to other country, right? But they have their own IEC code, and through that they are sending to other countries, right? So this is the portal, friends. DGFT is very important portal to get your IEC code. Without that you are not allowed to send your product to other countries. So this is very important. Then along with this registration, along with DGFT registration, you should register for various firms. Okay, various organizations other than this DGFT. For example, first registration is there, you should register your firm first, right? Your organization registration is mandatory. You should first register your organization, and you should give name to your organization. Then you should open current bank account. It is very important step, friend, and it is a aspect in exporting your product. So current account and saving account, there is a basic difference between these accounts. And you are knowing, I think, when you will go to ATM, there are two accounts. When you swipe your ATM card in that ATM machine, and you choose saving account, right? So it's your individual account, and you preferred saving account. But here current account is required. So friends, when you will have your own organization, please open current account. So what is the basic difference between current account and bank account? Anybody is knowing? Actually, we have seen that, but we don't know difference. So friends, simple difference is there. On current account, there is no interest. If you have saving account, then quarterly you will get certain amount of in your account as an interest rate. But for this current account, there is no interest. Current account is a business account, exactly. So for business, for example, for your saving account, there is a limitation, right? So withdrawal limitation, transaction limitation. For current account, there is no any kind of limitation. For amount limitation or transaction limitation, there is no limitation. This is a basic difference. This is a business account. You should have current bank account if you have your own organization. Then you should have PAN with you. You should have GST registration with you. That is a 15-digit number. GST registration you are knowing. Then which I have told, like you should take EPC membership, Export Potential Council membership. So I have told around 21 memberships. At least you take one. Suppose you are sending this which example we have seen, like leather export promotion council. So if you have your bags, if you have designing your bags, producing bags, so you should register there. If you are producing some farm related product, so particular kind of EPC, you should register and take the membership. Yes, we can get interest also, but you have to make it fixed deposit. But on that current account, suppose you are using 1 crore rupees daily, and you have only 1 crore rupees, so there is no interest rate on that. But if you fix some amount on that particular bank, then you will get interest. But whatever amount you are using daily, on that there is no interest. But if you fix some of the amount in that particular current account also, you will get definitely interest, right? Then another registration, ECGC registration is there. ECGC registration. ECGC म्हणजे Export Credit Guarantee Corporation. Export Credit Guarantee Corporation. If something happened wrong with your product, or to reduce the risk, त्या लोकांनी पैसे दिले नाहीत, समुद्रात माल पडला किंवा खराब झाला किंवा काय चोरीला गेला समुद्रामध्ये, so in that case ECGC will return your money, and for that purpose you should register with that. It is kind of insurance. Then FIEO registration, Federation of Indian Export Organization. थोडंसं मी सांगतोय, तुम्ही लिहून घेतलं तर अतिउत्तम आहे. बिकॉज इन एक्झाम just if you say like registration of exporter and getting ISC code, so for an exam point of view it is very easy, but for in future those who want to become exporter of product, and this is a real business, friend. आपल्या लोकांचा माल दुसऱ्या देशात पाठवणे हा एंटरप्रेन्योर होऊ शकतो, हा खरा बिझनेस होऊ शकतो, ह्यातून खरं अर्निंग होऊ शकतं. पुन्हा लक्षात घ्या. ऍक्च्युली आय एम टेलिंग, लाईक तुम्ही म्हणाल की मी एक्सपोर्टर झालो म्हणजे हा बिझनेस आहे का? डेफिनेटली. आपल्याकडे डाळिंब बाहेरच्या देशात पाठवणारे करोडपती आहेत, आणि आपले शेतकरी तेवढ्या अमाऊंट मध्ये कमवलेलं नाहीये. गेटिंग? थोडस लक्षात घ्या. देन ITPO registration. ITPO registration, Indian Trade Promotion Organization. Then Chamber of Commerce is the one of the organization. So you have to register with them, and you have to take membership. If you take membership, then you will get all details of exporting, export related facilities, export related norms, राईट. तर असा बिझनेस माझ्या मते सर्व लोकांनी आपल्या देशातलं यू कॅन से लाईक फार्मर्स प्रोडक्ट्स, मेकॅनिकल इंजिनियर्स प्रोडक्ट, इफ यू स्टार्ट सेंडिंग टू अदर कंट्रीज, definitely you will also earn money and our country will also get benefited. So this is the DGFT registration, and along with DGFT registration I have told various memberships. So friends, please visit website DGFT. Definitely you will get all the details of registration, and you can get that account number within 2-3 days by just spending 250 rupees. Okay, get the IAC number. Then next one is that selection of next procedure, selection of export market or buyer. कुणाला पाठवायचा माल, who should be your purchaser, who should buy your product, कुठलं market, you will get that information, right? It is in world so many countries are there, 200 country almost. I listen like you within in 180 countries you can send various product from India. 180 countries. So 180 countries is your market, but fair to send product, right? So this is very important, friends. There is a very small trick. Various journals and various proceedings or various publications are there on why I have asked you to take membership of such organizations, because they have their various reports, because they are sending their study team, their EPC is sending study team, they are sending that delegates there, and they are getting information, and you are the member, then definitely that information will reach to you, and then you choose so and so country is required, so and so product. Otherwise producing such a products it is useless, right? It is very important. So select your market with the help of various journal reports, proceedings, and learn or study the demand of certain country. Depending on the demand of that particular country, आता फॉर एक्झाम्पल आपला देश कांदा पिकवतो पण आपल्याला इम्पोर्ट करायची वेळ आली. So in other countries also situations are like that. They are producing but still they need to import, right? So you can become exporter and you can send there. Seasonal demand is also there in specific countries. So that study is required for that, and by studying this you can select the export market and you can send your product to other countries. Then another step is that receipt of inquiries and order. Receipt of inquiries and order. याचा अर्थ असा आहे, so whatever terms and conditions are there of purchaser, you have to accept and you have to send that receipt to that particular purchaser, and you have to accept the receipt of that particular purchaser. Getting? So this is called as the receipt of inquiries and order. The next step is that preparation of goods for export. Preparation means you can either, if you are not producing, then start producing that particular product, pack it, book the space on ship, right? So ship is not for only you. So many thousands of exporters are sending their products on one ship. So how much space is required? You have to book the container, you have to book the space on ship, and in this way you can prepare your goods for exporting. Then arrange the insurance cover. Insurance cover is very important because 100% products are exported through ship only, right? समुद्राच्या मार्गानेच जातात. सो देर इज अ बिग रिस्क, ऍक्सिडेंट होऊ शकतो, बरोबर, चोरी होऊ शकते. सो दॅट इश्यू इज व्हेरी हॅक, काय म्हणतो आपण त्याला, अटॅक करणारी लोक असतात ते करू शकतात, बट इट इज अ व्हेरी लेस चान्स इज देअर नाव डे, सिक्युरिटी इज इन्क्रीज, तो इश्यू नाहीये. बट समुद्रामध्ये जहाज बुडणं किंवा काय माल खराब होणं, दुसऱ्याच्या मालामुळे काय नाही का, समुद्रामध्ये असणाऱ्या पेपरमुळे काय किंवा थंडीमुळे काय इम्पॅक्ट होणं त्या प्रॉडक्टवरती, प्रॉडक्ट खराब होणं. सो अरेंजिंग इन्शुरन्स इज व्हेरी इम्पॉर्टंट. आणि समुद्रमार्ग होणारी वाहतूक थोडीशी रिस्की पण आहे, बरोबर, थोडीशी कम्पेअर टू आपल्या भागातून जाणारी. सगळीकडे रिस्क आहे, पण समुद्रामध्ये गेले की संपलंच. ओके, सो इन्शुरन्स कव्हरेज इज इसेन्शियल. देन ऑब्टेनिंग शिपिंग ऑर्डर. त्या ज्या जहाजावरून, ज्या कंपनीच्या जहाजावरून तुम्ही पाठवता त्यांच्याकडूनची तुम्हाला ऑर्डर मिळणं गरजेचं गरजेचं आहे. उद्या ते एकदम नाही म्हणले तर so it is risk, so you have to take shipping order also. Then you have to dispatch the goods. You have to prepare the certificate of origin. म्हणजे कुठल्या कंट्रीमध्ये तुम्ही आहात ह्याचं एक सर्टिफिकेट असतं. यू कॅन सर्च ऑन इंटरनेट. सो फ्रॉम this EPC, you have to apply for that, and you have to produce the certificate of origin. राईट. सो तुम्ही कुठल्या कंट्रीच्या आहात, कुठल्या भागातून हा माल आलेला आहे, कुठल्या देशाचा. तुम्ही म्हणाल चायनातून माल आलाय, पण ऍक्च्युली आलेला असतो इंडियामधून, किंवा इंडियामधून आलेला असताना तुम्ही म्हणता चायनामधून आलाय. त्या व्यक्तीला माहित नसते कुठलं जहाज, किंवा एखादं जहाज 2 देशांचं माल घेऊन जाऊ शकतं ऑन द वे, राईट. सो तुमचा माल कुठल्या कंट्रीचा आहे, दॅट सर्टिफिकेशन यू हॅव टू गेट. And if you have membership of particular council, then definitely getting that certificate is very easy. आणि थोडंसं हे डॉक्युमेंट तितकंच महत्वाचं आहे, सर्टिफिकेट ऑफ ओरिजिन. देन कन्सुलर इनवाइस विच इज अ बिल म्हणू शकतो आपण त्याला. देन कस्टम फॉर्मॅलिटीज, जे काय आपल्याला जकात वगैरे म्हणतो आपण, त्याच्या फॉर्मॅलिटीज तुम्हाला कम्प्लीट करायच्या. देन सेंडिंग डॉक्युमेंट टू इम्पोर्टर. जो तुमचा माल मागवतोय, तुम्ही निर्यात करताय आणि आयात करणारा वेगळा आहे, तो इम्पोर्टर आहे, तर त्याला काय पाठवणं गरजेचं आहे, इनवॉइस पाठवणं गरजेचं आहे, बिल, किंवा त्याला सर्टिफिकेट ऑफ ओरिजिन, तुम्ही ह्या देशातले आहात, राईट. सो दॅट डॉक्युमेंट यू शुड सेंड थ्रू मेल. देन once that material will reach to that particular importer, then you have to receive the payment, and last step is claiming the benefits. Claiming the benefits म्हणजे, so as you have exported product to other countries, and you for tax concession, तुम्ही टॅक्स कन्सेशन, तुम्हाला खूप बेनिफिट झाला, तुम्हाला टॅक्स कन्सेशन साठी अप्लाय करायचे, तुम्हाला टॅक्स मधनं बरेचशा प्रमाणे सवलत मिळतात. सो लाईक दॅट स्टेप्स आर देअर, प्रोसिजर्स आर देअर. सो स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम रजिस्ट्रेशन to claiming the benefit, there are around 12-13 steps, so you have to follow that. Okay, so friends, I hope you will think for at least one product. Let it be, you will not become a entrepreneur by producing the good, at least become an entrepreneur by sending the goods to other countries. म्हणजे थोडक्यात सांगतो, तुम्ही प्रोडक्ट न बनवलं तरी चालेल, पण जे बनवतात त्यांच्या प्रोडक्टला चांगलं मार्केट बनवून द्या. Send your product to other countries. Okay. So now I will request A division students to put your roll number in chat box. Only A division. And remaining abnormal people, if you not put, no problem. Already you have kept there, and I will not consider that. I don't understand, even after telling us, so they have kept number there. Actually, I am getting trouble to put the attendance. I am teaching to 2 divisions. So I need to check A division, B division again. Again, somebody is putting B division. I don't know. I asked to put B division. A division student kept the number. Don't behave like abnormal person. Somebody is telling me, please listen. Somebody is having problem, right? B division कोण, A division कोण? A division म्हणल्यानंतर A division नेच पाठवा, टाकावा नंबर तिथं. A division completed. Okay. Now B division student can put the number in chat box. And those who have kept number, please exit the meeting, no issue. Please leave the meeting.